Alright guys, so back again with another little video. This one's gonna be more mechanical than actual like interior, exterior, well actually some interior work. I'm gonna take out the inner interior panels right there so I can gain access to this on the backside, because there's a lot of filler there, and I'm gonna end up taking that panel out, kicking it this way, and removing as much body filler as I can. But I'm not gonna do no body work today. I'm just gonna take out that panel. Also, I'm going to change the spindle, and the spindle is gonna be the main focus for today. And that's because obviously, like you guys seen, this was like very cambered out. It had like positive camber, so I'm gonna change that spindle. I changed the subframe, and yeah. Oh, and also I've been driving it with the radius arm with one bolt, so I'm also gonna get that too. So this is how the car looks. It's just basically prime, but the thing that, oh, and sorry about all the noise, it's horrible right here, and I'm using a different camera too, so it's really no mic. So what's actually horrible about the Rust-Oleum primer is that the spray pattern, it's like the size of like a quarter or I'll say probably a nickel, and so when you're spraying it, it doesn't fan spray out. It's just basically like that big, so that's why I have all of these little tiger stripes and just mess. But the car does look 100 times better like this than how it was all sanded down with yeah, all the filler and everywhere. I haven't touched the hood. I just sanded it and basically sprayed the primer over it, made it look a lot better. But yeah, I'm gonna finally mount up the lights. But the reason why I don't want to mount the lights, it's because I've been really like trying to adjust this and do it better and make them fit more nice, and I don't really want them to be like permanently set, and because I am planning to like fasten them in a way where they cannot be stolen. So I'm trying not to like fasten them permanently, because I gotta take them out when I do the $50 paint job. So yeah, when the paint job is already done, I'm gonna mount them. They're gonna be like permanently on there, but I'm gonna try and find a way I can mount them so they're not easily just broken out or something, if that makes any sense. But yeah, you know, but yeah, rear drum brake sucks, but it's just a cruiser. It's not really anything to go fast. And I'm gonna pick up some lug nuts, probably just get some cheap $10 ones from eBay pretty soon. And yeah, so that's how the car looks right now. I'm gonna get started and remove this panel first, because I don't want to get all dirty and then have to go inside the interior. So yeah, let me do that now. So just taking out all my junk and making it look a little bit nice. But yeah, I got loads of crap in here because you know, if you're working on the car, you just tend to throw stuff in the back. But hopefully when the car is looking a little bit better or painted, I could have the car inside just as nice. But yeah, there's the spindle right there, and I actually took it to the car wash, and I had it and I cleaned it up real nice. And because this thing was totally caked in oil, and this one came off of an ED3, and it's got a real solid smooth bearing, so no issues there, and nice stud, so it should be good. Alright, so I'm gonna take the rest of this stuff out, and I'm possibly just gonna take out this piece of wood thing, and I'm actually gonna take out this one and this side, even though I don't have to, but I'm gonna do it so I can clean it up real nice. And probably take it up inside and clean it and then leave it up there. And then for another day, I'm going to clean up all the dust behind the actual panels and everything. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now, and gonna start taking more of this crap out. Alright guys, so looking a little bit better. Pretty soon this interior is gonna look pretty nice, even though it's mostly incomplete. But it'll at least be clean. I don't even know if that's like the proper hardware, but yeah, it's like, it's all mismatched stuff right here. But it works though. Alright, this stuff is kinda... There we go. Wow, I just noticed that this is actually pretty heavy. But I'll probably end up getting another board for this and using like some 3M adhesive spray and put this carpet on probably some like MDF board or something. So yeah, it's like rebuild this. Pretty cool. So that is looking pretty dang stripped right here. I keep on meaning to throw that filter on, never do. But yeah, so, and it actually has an echo in here now. Let me put this hardware back. Don't want to lose it, knowing me. So yeah, so I'm gonna take this side off first. Gotta see exactly how. Let me see, hopefully it's here. Hopefully I don't find any drugs back here, because that'll be weird. Right here. Okay, right here. I guess that's like the only spot right there. So yeah, so let me take this off. So took off this back panel. See a screw right here. And I don't see anything else. Maybe, okay, well maybe under there. Nope, that's not holding down anything. Looks like all the screws are taken out. There was one here. Unless that's for, no, that's for the speaker. So yeah, so I'm just gonna take this one out and just rip it out. Let's see. Alright, so look at all the Bondo dust from leaving the hatch open when sanding. So I just pulled straight out and it came right out. So all these little tabs, there's one missing here. One, so there's 4, 5. And then I guess I open up the door and this scoots up and out that lip right there. So yeah, pretty dang easy. Damn, I thought it was gonna be like probably the Integra where it had like some nuts and screws and bolts holding it in. So yeah. Alright guys, so there's that panel right there. It literally took just 5 seconds to get this thing out. Like as soon as I broke it loose here, it just pulled right out. So look at that. Look how much room there is just to push right here. I lie down right here. I recline right here. My foot is right here. And I just push as hard as I can to push this whole door out, make this flush. That's all I need to do. And apparently they couldn't really do that. They just had to load it up with Bondo. But it's kind of interesting. I do see some welding marks. Let's go right over there. You can see those little flakes? That's all the window tint. So go here, see those marks? it's all welding right there. So it does look like a good amount of damage, but kind of looks like gas right there too. But it's not totally punched though, where, see this inner tub? Yeah, let's get a closer shot. Right there, that wasn't completely smashed in, and it didn't distort this. It didn't touch any of this inner structure. Once the outer structure hits the inner structure, that's unless you know it's something ultra rare, that's just junk right there. But unfortunately, I can still work with this. Alright, so I'm gonna move over to this side, and I'm going to take it out also, but I'm gonna put the other panel gently back. I'm not gonna mount anything or fasten anything, and it's just gonna be available for me to pull out and take it up to the apartment, and I could clean it someday. No, yeah, soon. And then yeah, see, that looks nicely wrenched on. Look at that right there. So yeah, just gonna leave this bare for a while until I clean up this quarter panel, and then I'm just gonna take this one out so I could just clean behind it and clean the panel and behind the panel itself, as far as in there and all in there, and take out all that filth and stuff. And especially right here, that looks pretty dang bad. But see, all these little details right here, this is what makes the car look so much better when it's clean. Alright, so talking too much, let me get this side out, and then I'll be done in the interior. Alright, so I just noticed that there's this little light back here, and yep, doesn't work. Yep, and it's plugged in. Probably just a connection or something, and it's seems like it's nicely plugged in, but alright, let's check it out. Yeah, it could be just the bulb. Looks like they glued that in right there. Well, that kind of sucks. I'm just gonna put all this stuff in the dumpster right here. Just kidding. I like that there's factory replacement bulbs right there. That's kind of cool. They look pretty old school. But yeah, so back over here to the car. It's looking pretty stripped. And yeah, like I always say, it's gonna look very bad before it looks any good, you know, for something that looks a little bit decent. And coming over here, you could still see a bunch of the old tint. I don't know what the hell that is. Old speaker wire. I'll probably just cap these off right here. And speaker wire over there. Yep, right there. So that's good. Alright, so I'm gonna put this panel back on and keep everything complete, hold the hardware, and sometime I'm gonna clean this up, but I have the suspension to deal with. So alright guys, so about to change out the spindle. I cleaned up the glass, looks pretty good. Not bad at all. And I noticed that this windshield, it was replaced because this thing is almost new. Not sure if the camera could pick it up, but there are no rock chips, no scratches, nothing in this thing. I guess I just discovered that like today because I cleaned up the glass, like not fully, like not polished nice, but yeah, this is a real nice windshield. This is like the clearest windshield I basically ever had in a car. That's crazy considering, you know, we all have like mostly old cars, well, the majority of us. But yeah, so got the spindle in there with all the other junk. Now I'm gonna crack open this axle nut. This is an old tool I bought years ago, 32 millimeter, and this thing was kind of expensive. This thing was like $27 at AutoZone, but you know, AutoZone, what do you expect? I have the 25-inch Harbor Freight breaker bar, and this thing's put in pretty good work. I have the 18, and now this one, kind of prefer this over the AutoZone because it's a little bit more comfortable. Feels pretty good. Been having this for about a year. I'm always having to tighten this up, that Allen, but besides that, it's pretty good. So let me take this axle nut off and get that other spindle put on. Alright guys, so before jacking up the car, want to make sure you take off that axle nut. Nice. Ooh, easy. Alright guys, so finally got the wheel off. Little mission because I got to drive the car up on this block, and that's a little mission right there. The brakes are kind of hot. I just got off the road, but they're a little bit too hot. I don't know if that's a big problem, but the car stops good, so I don't know. You guys might be wondering, why am I replacing that for this? Well, for the new people, this side, it kind of had signs of bent suspension, so I already replaced the lower control arm, upper control arm, and the subframe. And I don't want to cruise down the highway knowing that possibly something is tweaked or bent with the suspension. And yeah, because I haven't really cruised the car on the highway, and that's because of this right here. Just don't want to do it. I don't want to like risk, you know, an accident or anything. So I'm just trying to replace everything that I could possibly replace, and so I could just have a, you know, little peace of mind that nothing's gonna like break or that's kind of fractured or something, and everything's gonna be cool. So just in case anybody was wondering, when in doubt, swap it out basically when it comes to suspension, brakes, or steering, because those are very vital components. But yeah, so I still don't have this bolt in right here because I was having trouble aligning it, but I'm gonna take care of that right now. But first I'm gonna take off the spindle. First thing I gotta do is take off the caliper, upper ball joint, and then the lower ball joint right there, and tie rod, and everything would just pull right off. Alright guys, so got the upper ball joint busted loose. Ultimate pro tip: put a socket in between the lower control arm, the spindle, just like that. Loosen up the bolt and stand right here. You'll hear a nice knocking sound, and that's your ball joint. And you prevent all of this damage right here. All that you prevent. So just put a socket right there, and it knocks it right loose. Yep, it's ready to go. Let's see if this will come out. Now it's gonna be like super hot potato right here. Now it's gonna land right on my foot. Watch. Alright, so got that off. Now this thing's ready to go. Oops, I think I scratched the paint. Oops, forgot the damn axle. Oh no, hopefully that thing's not seized. Please tell me it's not seized. That's good. Old. Hear that? That's no bueno. Hear this? That's good. Hear this? Also, I see some shavings. LH3 from 88, LH3H, LH3H, same thing. I see a barcode right here. So they replaced this right here for a new one. That's kind of cool. New shield on that one. I also got the hardware for this. This one didn't have hardware. So yeah, so it's gonna come along really nice. Alright guys, so ready to pop it back on. Just the reverse of that. And for the people that don't know, these are lowering springs by New Speed, some German company, and I'm honestly gonna go back to OEM because I kind of want that comfort, but I'm not gonna do that until I get shocks. So expect in the future OEM springs from the junkyard and some semi good shocks, struts, front and rear. I'm not gonna go all baller status, but I am gonna get probably like some Monroe, something that's like solid for the road. I'm gonna try and stay away from some eBay specials, but if it does come down to that, then so be it. But I'll try and shoot for something nice, because I kind of want more comfort out of this thing, because these things are actually kind of stiff, and I kind of bought this car for a little bit of comfort, but I don't know. And this ball joint and that tie rod, shot, so much play. But, and then it needs bushings here for the sway bar. I could probably just do a DA upgrade. Who knows? We'll see how the future looks for this. But yeah, so let me throw this on and get this all wrapped up. Alright guys, now check this out. You see these look the same, right? Well, I matched them up as close as possible from there to there. I mean, the lighting's all crap right here, and I have everything lined up as best as I can. And if I look over here, this right here is a little bit curved down, okay, and this one right here is a little bit curved up. Do you see that? You see how you could see more of the hole on this one and less on the hole right there? Now I'm gonna go even with this one. Probably not gonna be able to see it, but yeah, right there you could see less of the hole and more of the hole right here. So this is the bent one. I could automatically tell that this one is straight. Excellent. Alright guys, so from here you could see it a little bit better. You saw this one, it's laying a little bit more down, and this one's more vertical. I don't know if you guys could see that, but yeah, that's freaking excellent. This one is definitely more like that, which is gonna give me the camber in. This one is bent back like that, which is pushing the camber out, and that bearing is shot, because you could see. So I'm actually gonna clean this one up a little bit more, that rag right there, and yeah, it's pretty dang cool. Okay guys, so I got the caliper all mounted up. Just have a little hardware here, have to put a cotter pin here, and the hardware there with that little cap. Where is it? Right here. That just goes right there. Got to put I put the cotter pin right here. Always put on your castle nuts wherever it's needed, and then I got to put cotter pin right on the bottom ball joint. So after that, yeah, throw the wheel on and let's check it out. Alright guys, so I just got it down, and holy crap, it looks way better. That old piece of junk right there. So I'm gonna clean up right here and roll the car a little bit out, and let's check it out from like a more better profile. Alright guys, so that is 100% fixed. Not sure if you guys could tell, so check that out right there. I'm gonna put some videos right now of how it looks, how it looked before the subframe, and spindle, upper control arm, and lower control arm. Check it out. You slant it that way, outward, like this. I mean, it probably looks normal to you guys, but I noticed that this one's out. Alright, so compare that to this. Check that out. And plus this inner piece is throwing it off too. So let me get the iPhone level app, and I've been checking it with that, getting better progress. But yeah, so alright, so that's that side. Now check this side out. That side right there. The car does need an alignment. So let me get the level out. Guys, so check out the level right there. You can see the little bubble. I'm gonna put it right on the hub. This is basically how I've been like checking it. Put it like, if I put it right there, it's gonna be wrong. But if I put it right there, it's right. Because it's right there between the two. Now look at it. That's way better compared to before. Before, it used to be like this. The bubble. So much gap. Just by these parts, I moved it in that much. But yeah, so it's finally fixed. God damn. Finally. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. Finally, this thing is straight, and I don't have to worry about the appearance and the handling and any of that. So now it's probably just gonna be some better, decent tires, and get rid of these ugly, fat tires in the rear, and get a little alignment, a cheap little alignment somewhere, and it's gonna be perfect. Alright guys, so that's it for this one. If you liked the video, please subscribe and comment, and stay tuned for more little stuff to the CRX, and it's only gonna get better. Alright guys, peace out.